You got to kill your ego. This is an opportunity for you right now to really separate yourself from everyone else. The great separator, and by the way, you may be thinking, what's the difference between pride, ego, entitlement, and then confidence? Confidence comes from competence. When you learn something and you know something so well, dude, you're confident as hell. I'm a very confident, humble person. Ego is a person that runs around, they tell everybody what they know, wah, 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 wah. They're just always rambling on and they never ever grow. The reason why is their ego kills their growth mindset. Look, dude, you can take one or two pills. You take the red pill, which is the growth mindset, okay? Or you take the blue pill, which is the fixed mindset. And people that have egos always have that blue pill mentality. Like, dude, they never want to grow, they never change, they never learn. And honestly, when you're around these people, you can tell they have no humility. They're not serving anybody. They're not humble. You know, I call pride, ego, and entitlement, right, the death of everything. It's the death of your life. In the Bible, it says the pride comes before the fall. You know, I've met a lot of salespeople, right? And the reason why people don't like salespeople is because a lot of them, they have ego, they have commission breath. They're not there to serve. They're not there to, I would say, to help people, okay? But now let's go over to confidence, okay? Confident people want to help people. Confident people want to serve people. Confident people know that their job is to help people help themselves, right? Like, that's all I'm here to do, is help people help themselves. But ego people, they've always got a different edge to them. It smells different. It sounds different. Listen, I want to say this to you, and I don't know if you're in sales, because obviously I haven't met you yet, or if I have, I love you. I want to just say this to you. Ego is one of those things where when you deliver a message, which is what you're going to do in life, I am delivering a message to you so that you can become who you need to be, and then you can become a teacher and you can lead a lot of other people. The way that you deliver a message to your wife, to your kids, to your family, to anyone you care about, and even to yourself, when there's ego involved, people don't want to be around you. Okay, I've learned people can feel your heart, people can feel your intentions. When somebody's selling me something, I'm not mad they're selling me something. Actually, I want to be sold something. I'm sure they have my information because I wanted to buy something, and I do want them to give me reasons and excuses why I should buy it. But what I don't want is I don't want their intentions to be wrong. And I've learned that a lot of people that have ego have different intentions, okay? Ego is like, man, I got to hit these numbers. Man, I got to go do this. Man, I got to make this. Hey, I'm all fired up. But that ego inside of them usually drives them to not deliver the best customer service. It usually drives them to not listen to other people, which is what I told you. I said people that have high ego usually spend all their time talking and zero time listening, okay? Because they have a solution for everything, and they really aren't as good as they think they are in most cases, okay? And if they are, and they were that competent person, that was great, when that ego is involved, it actually dilutes them down and it makes people not like them. I know a lot of people that are really good at what they do, but I can't stand being around them because I can tell they're not really listening and they don't really want to learn anything and they don't want to change, nor do they even want to understand my problem. Okay? And if they're getting paid to help me, shouldn't they listen to me? Because once I feel like I'm heard, then I'll hear them. Okay? So anyways, with that being said, ego, the pride comes before the fall, right? You need to understand this. When your pride is high, it doesn't mean your confidence isn't high. We want you to believe in yourself just insanely. When people are around you, they just believe everything you say. And because you're a good person, but because you believe. But you got to kill the ego. And by the way, I want to say one more thing. When I come to you and I tell you, hey man, you know, I've noticed you're doing this and I don't like it. And the first thing you do is you fire back at me. Hey, yeah, man, but you know what? But I saw this. Hey, you don't know anything about me. That's ego. Okay, that's ego. Someone should be able to walk up to you. Okay, listen, my wife, one time we were wanting to get out of debt. So I just want to tell you this story. Wanting to get out of debt. And we wanted to pay our house off. And we decided we were going to do this real short-term deal. And she goes, we're going to have to tighten up on the spending. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to tighten up on the spending. You know, that sounds fun, right? Yeah, until we pull the bank statement. And she starts highlighting and itemizing line by line. Hey, $78 here, you know, 7-Eleven. I'm like, yeah, babe, I had to get the guys energy drinks. Yeah, I get him fired up, right? I mean, come on, honey. You know, she's like, Andy, $78 you spent on energy drinks. Stop getting distracted. Are you ready to turn your annual income into your monthly income? If you want to make more money in 2025 than ever before, you want to recreate your life, you want to put a financial fence around your family, you're ready to change, you got to be like my boy Tommy here. He's training on the Elliott Training Academy. Listen, it takes a couple things. Number one, life coaching, leadership training. The quality of your life will always come down to the level of your leadership. So the life that you have now is because the leader that you are. It's time to change. If you're ready to change your life, download now. You could have had a sales meeting and got him fired up. We could have saved $78. I'm not telling you your team's not worth it, but Andy, if we want to get out of debt, as we're going through each one of these lines, you have to own this. And I don't need you to have any ego. I need you to look at this and go, yeah, that was pretty stupid. $78 in a 7-Eleven? Yeah, we could have put that towards the mortgage. The next line, I went into the store, into the mall with my kids, we spent $1,100. Dude, she goes, you've wore those clothes twice. The kids didn't even wear them. You guys went in there, you were bored, you spent money. Hey, I didn't like that. I said, babe, you know how hard I freaking work? I got one day with the kids, and then I can go to the mall, I can't spend any money with them? She said, Andy, you could have went to the mall, okay, and that's fine, but you could have went to the park, and you guys could have hang out, and you guys could have played all day, and you probably had better memories, had a better time, and our kids don't need to spend money. They were probably bored with you in the mall, and they felt alive when they spent the money. When they could have went with you to the park and played with you the whole time and not been bored at all, and it wouldn't cost anything. So there's 1,100, there's 78. I'm fuming. I'm like, I can't believe that she's wait a minute. This is ego. I have ego. Do I want this end result that she's telling me about? Am I a coach? Am I a coachable person? You know, like, can we achieve this goal? You know, like, who's the problem here? Is my wife the problem? Is she the one spending the money? Did she go run the credit card? No, that was me. Okay? But what am I doing? I'm lashing out at her. And you know what I learned? I would raise my voice. I would get mad because I got to prove a point, right? Because I know I'm wrong. Okay? And I don't like it. And I'm disappointed in me. I eliminate that ego and I say, babe, that's fair. You're right. I should have went to the park. That was stupid. And not to appease her, but to understand it was the right thing to do. And then guess what happens? I kill my ego. We paid the house off. We got closer together. I became coachable, and now I have this life. I need you to understand something. Ego kills everything. It kills marriages. It kills relationships. It kills teams. It kills you growing. It kills everything. So kill your ego. Super important that you understand. One of the ways that I've been able to change is literally leaning into God. Okay? I want you to understand this. And I don't know if you're, actually, I'm not a religious person. Okay? I have big faith. I believe in God. I'm all about it relationships, right? I'm relational. I want a relationship with God. Religion is one of those things you got to follow the rules, all right? Hey, I get everything has rules. I've always been a rule breaker, but I love relationships. And I have a relationship with God in which I know that I'm His son and I feel powerful. And I've learned that every time in my life, and I went through this phase, and I need you to understand this as we're going to this new level, that things were hard, I would run to God. But then things got good, I would just go on my own again, right? And it was like this cycle. Things are hard, run to God. Things get good, I leave God. And then I'm back around to the cycle again when things get hard. So I made a decision that I need God all the time. And I need you to understand something, okay? So there's a Bible verse. It's 1 Peter 5:7. 1 Peter 5:7, it says, cast all your anxieties on God because He cares for you. I know you got things going on in your life right now. In order to go to this next life, you're going to have to get rid of this stuff, okay? Because He cares for you. It says the devil's like a roaring lion trying to devour you. What does that mean? You got a lion trying to devour you, trying to tear you to pieces. It says resist him and stand firm in your faith because other brothers and sisters around the world are undergoing the same kind of suffering. And in due times, God Almighty hand will lift you up, make you strong, firm, and steadfast. I want you to understand what that means. That means right now, you got temptations all around you. Okay? You know who can beat all those? Who do you want to fight your fights for you? God. Dude, God slays all my giants. Okay, I want you to write that down. I want you to really heavily look at that. God slays all my giants. I lean on God. He takes care of everything. Guys, this big new life that you want to go to, do you want to run in peace or you want to run in anxiety? You want to run in peace. Good, lean into God. Make sure every day you're getting, 10 minutes of the Word in. Make sure every day you're talking about God and leading as an example to other people of godly love. Okay, love is the key, okay? The way that you treat people, your wife, your kids, your family, the good stuff that you bring home to them, that's love. That's God, okay? And then the way you treat your clients, it's God. So I just wanted to tell you, as something from me to you, that my number one core value is trust in God, okay? And I rely on Him all the time. When things are great, okay, I don't forget Him. When things are hard, I don't run to Him because I stay with Him all the time. Now, I'm not perfect and I mess up all the time, and so are you. But I need you to know this. If you'll make, remember I said routines? Right, we talked about that. If you'll make a routine to put 10 minutes a day to make sure that you study God, at least 10 minutes, that is a routine that will create an enormous effect in everything in your life and allow you to be at peace as we're recreating this new you. If you're ready to change your life, download now.